and his administration by outspoken rightist groups. Only 2 weeks ago, Ambassador Adlai Stevenson of the United Nations was in an incident in Dallas when he was besieged by pickets, far right-wing pickets, outside of a speech he made there, and he was struck in the head by a picket sign by an outraged conservative who felt we should not be in the United Nations. Let's recount again that President Kennedy and Governor Connally of Texas lie in the emergency room at Parkland Hospital in Dallas as an anxious world waits to learn how serious are the injuries that they suffered from an assassin's bullets. President Kennedy has been injured apparently in the head, Governor Connally of Texas in the chest. 3 bullet shots were heard to ring out as the president's car drove through the crowded streets of Dallas on the outskirts from the airport toward downtown. Further detailed now as we learn that the motorcade was so strung out as a result of the speedy Secret Service departure from the scene of the shooting that members of the Kennedy staff were from 15 minutes to a half hour behind in reaching the hospital. It was impossible, they tell us now, under the tension at the hospital, to assemble any clear-cut story of the incident because the burst of gunfire, of course, took only seconds, and from there on out, confusion. Some of the Secret Service agents thought the gunfire, however, was from an automatic weapon fired to the right rear of the chief executive's car, possibly from a grassy knoll, and that's that knoll to which motorcycle policemen were seen racing and where the huddled figures of a man and a woman were seen on the ground with a crowd surrounding them, which suggests, of course, that perhaps this is where the shots came from. This we do not know as yet positively. A late bulletin, Representative Albert Thomas, the Democrat from Houston, Texas, says that he has been informed that President Kennedy and Governor Connally of Texas are still alive, or at least were still alive at the last word he had a few moments ago from Parkland Hospital. This is the first word we have had definitely from the emergency room, giving some hope that they survived this assassination attempt. The last assassination attempt against a president of the United States was that attack against President Truman when he was living at Blair House in Washington, and Puerto Rican nationalists charged the Blair House steps, attempted to enter Blair House. If this reporter's memory is correct, about 1951 that incident took place. They were cut down by Secret Service agents, but a Secret Service man died thwarting that attempt to enter Blair House. The president, Truman at the time, was only barely aware of what was going on. He, as a matter of fact, watched the incident from the upstairs windows after the shooting took place on Pennsylvania Avenue at Blair House.